This show is all about great timing. Bam, we're live. Good morning. Too loud. I got a new mic. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
This is the
There is an echo though.
Oh, there is. There was an echo yesterday too. Oh, shit. You know why? Sorry. I don't have my headphones on.
Oh,
Better?
that's better. I think.
Much better. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, when I play clips, I don't hear them through my headphone. That's why I always pull off an earpiece and I listen through the speaker of the computer. Do we always get an echo when I do that? You know, like
Not
mid-show, I'll pull up an Instagram clip and you don't hear. Okay.
no.
Yeah, so I went to B&H website or whatever, and I picked podcast microphones, and this was the best one or the most expensive one, the Shure one.
Nice.
It's nice.
Looks cool.
It's significantly smaller than the Rode. This is my guests are gonna get this.
Oh wow, yeah. That's way smaller.
Bigger
Yeah, I like
isn't
the new one.
always
That's
better.
good.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I need to put this on it either. It came with this. I don't need this.
Oh, that one's massive.
Yeah.
What difference does it make?
Guess if you're in a windy situation, you'd use this.
Yeah, when you're doing shows outside and stuff, right?
Yeah. If we were like the Mayhem Empire. I saw a comment in YouTube I wanted to address. Oh, someone said, "Hey, I think it's from Tom Gearin." Yesterday, I was talking about doing muscle ups and pull ups and stuff, and about my bicep and CA peptides. And Philip Kelly suggested, "Hey, you should consider doing some banded pull ups or stuff like that." I think he meant it, and then Tom's like, "Hey, why would you do that if you already have?" Oh, you see it. Why would you do banded pull-ups when you can do strict muscle-ups? If anything, do negative strict pull-ups. So I used to do a lot of negative stuff, going just a few months ago, and that does put a ton of stress on my on whatever muscle group I'm using, my lats, my bicep, whatever, which I like. That's why I did them. But I think what Philip Kelly was saying is just to work smaller muscles, like just get some really easy bands and then work some. I was just picturing it working some angles that are kind of out of the traditional path. So maybe just even hang the bands and just pull slowly. Basically use it like a lat pull-down machine. That's how I was thinking. Make it easy, slow, do the pull-downs out here, just to work all the fine muscles. Just help build strength in all those different planes, I guess. I don't know if there's any truth to it. It just sounds logically like it makes sense.
Seems legit.
Thank you.
Constantly varied.
Thank you. Rambler, hey. And do it. Oh, I like that. Red. Did you just switch that?
No.
Oh. Well, I like it. A Rambler, hey, you mean yes, of course I did. Rambler, hey, what's up, dude? Marissa Hinojosa. Hinojosa is the first H silent and the J
Hinojosa.
Hinojosa. Good
Yeah.
morning. I really prefer profile pictures. It's entertainment for me, just so you know. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Dusty.
That's a good profile picture.
It is. God, Rambler's got a lot of comments right here early on. Yo, grab your coffee. Michael, foreigner. I could be wrong, but Discernment, I believe, is an old wooden ship used in the Civil War.
Isn't that a line from a movie or something?
I'm going to say something really stupid. There were ships in the Civil War?
Technically, I guess. I don't know.
Why? Fergie Show. Good morning, Mrs. Slop. Heidi. I was playing back. Heidi, if I did have any regrets about the games, which I don't, but if I did, it would be not hanging with you. That would be at the top. But I was also playing back when we met, and I got to see you in the stands. That was really cool. Dick Butter. Hey, guys. Jeffrey Birchfield. Good morning. Isn't that weird? I just know you guys from the internet. I saw you guys, a lot of you at the games, and then now I'm like walking around in my yard with pruning shears being like, man, that would have been cool to hang with Heidi more. You're living rent-free in my head. Yeah, but I like it. I've always liked people living in my head rent-free. Jay Ruffner, Sevan, have you pulled out the USADA testing pool, much like Hiller? Pulled out. No. But I'm glad you're saying that. No. Ow, fuck, I hurt my arm.
No way.
Yeah, that hurt. I didn't like that. I did leg lifts yesterday. If I'm looking swole, I did leg lifts yesterday, and I did curls, and I did strict shoulder press.
What do you mean by leg lifts?
I lay on my back and I hold a D-ball over my head, and I lift my legs up so that they're perpendicular to the ground, and then I lower my heels till they almost touch the ground, and then I go back up.
Okay.
And I do 12 or 13 on the minute for 10 minutes until like my fupa is sore. You know, that spot between your belly button and your cock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I should do those more. I should do those, and I do toes to bar and knees to elbows, but I do like crazy small reps, like sets of 3 and 6 on the minute for 10 minutes because I watch TV while I'm doing it. I'm prepping. God, I watched so many fucking podcasts yesterday. Like,
what did you watch?
TV. I watched all the UFC stuff for tonight's fight. I watched Pedro's shit, which was really good. Who else did I watch yesterday? There was someone I don't traditionally watch. Who did I watch yesterday? There was someone. Not Talking Elite Fitness. Not Scott Schweitzer.
The redheaded musician?
I watched him, but I didn't see him on a podcast. Has he done a podcast yet?
I don't know.
Oh, I invited him on this one.
That'd be wild.
Shit. Who, Anyway, so when I do that, that's when I try to do some bodybuilding shit, right? Strict pull-ups, strict muscle-ups, leg lifts, curls. And when I mean curls, it's like I tell myself I'm doing cleans, but I'm really doing curls.
You watched John Campbell?
Oh, I did. How did you know that?
Because we have the same YouTube account.
Oh, no shit. I watched a so yesterday, another thing is I've been staying up till 12:30, which is way too late because I get up at 6. And I watched a bunch of Campbell yesterday, and I watched the interview with Vivek Ramaswamy and
Tucker Carlson.
Holy shit, it was good. Let me I didn't send you the notes, did I?
No.
Here we go. Sorry. I'm the most ill-prepared ever for a show today.
It's all good.
Hey, I'm a huge proponent of jumping, even though I could do pull-ups for my jam. I'm a huge proponent of jumping pull-ups, too. I probably don't do enough, but I think that there's huge value in those for everyone.
You like those?
I just think as long as you don't fucking hit your head on the bar on the way up, I think metabolically they're fucking gnarly.
My dad says the same thing about them. He does them for jumping pull-ups, yeah. He does them pretty regularly, and he says he likes them a lot.
Oh, they're crazy. They're crazy. Just like if you do a fucking set of 25 and run 200 meters, 10 rounds, you will not might give yourself fucking rhabdo even if you can do 20 strict pull-ups.
It's a different stimulus.
Yeah, totally. Well said. Rent money for your head. Well, thank you. Rent money for your head.
Rent money for her to live in your head.
Rent money, yeah, but I just like the word head. Head. Isn't that a great word?
Good head. Yeah, it's a good word.
Myself some head. Sevan, I need your thoughts.
Oh, awesome.
I have an issue. My dad, that's the dude, by the way, when someone says my dad, that's the dude that busted a nut in your mom. His semen mixed with something inside your mom that made you. That's what father denotes that. Denotes? Denotes. Thank you. My dad has been told he has high cholesterol and has been given statins. Oh, Nelly. No. He's healthy, mobile, active, 65-year-old. He doesn't need them. Yeah. Okay. That's the second person who's asked that. When Greg comes on, I'll bug him about statins. There is like statins are a big no. Even my mom knows that. That shit'll give you brain fog, dude. The side effects of statins are crazy. I'll tell you this basically. There's tons of books. Like the cholesterol myth, the statin myth. There's tons of books on it. But they did some crazy shit in those studies. Those are some of the most corrupt studies. You can't even believe it. You cannot even believe it. But then on top of that, medicine and science has completely broken science has completely bastardized what cholesterol is. They don't even know what cholesterol is. They completely misrepresent it. The great cholesterol myth. There you go. There's one. You got to get them that. Yeah, hey, there is like there's no one. I'll give you a stat. It's been a while since I've said this. Bear with me. There's a study where they look at high cholesterol in women, and women who are over 65 who have high cholesterol live healthier, longer lives than women who have low cholesterol in the over 65 category. And the reason why is cholesterol is a correlate. It is not a cause. Cholesterol is a correlate, meaning, God, I need more sleep to share this with you. It's a correlate to someone being unhealthy. It's not proof of it, but cholesterol is good. You got to read the book. When Greg comes on, we'll pick his brain. You don't want my brain for it. I'm going to confuse you. But there's shit tons of evidence on it. Maybe I'll even brush up on it and give you guys a bunch this week. There's no one who's seriously looked at the cholesterol studies who thinks that they're real. And by the way, that's just more evidence for you too that your doctor's just been programmed by pharma. He's just being told what to say.
There's no critical thinking on there. And
none.
Whenever I talk to some of my doctor friends, you just try to, I don't know, invite reason into the conversation, and it just gets shut down. It's like, well, that's not what the algorithm says. That's not what this says. It's like you're not even allowing another thought in your head. That's it. You're just
not at all.
Disappointing.
I will have when Greg's coming on Tuesday. Give me 39 cents so your comment pops up, and I'll make sure to ask him. Justin H. cutting grass, listening to Sevan. Good Saturday. Oh, that's cool. Someone had a question in here that I have no. Where is it? Oh, who's coming on for the when is this mythical 1,000th episode?
I think we're 10 shows away.
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Jay Ruffner, Sugar or Aljo. I was 100% on the Aljo train, and then when I saw them face off, I was like, "Wow, Sugar is big. And Aljo looks skinny. It's gonna be crazy. Look skinny. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm not sure the Aljo's what do they call it? Posturing really does anything for me.
Oh,
I like I know I said before that I didn't really like Sugar Sean, but I was going to go with Aljo. But after that face off, I think I like Sugar Sean a little better.
You do like Sugar better? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the other shot they're going to show you an angle from the other side, and you're going to see that Aljo is not bigger than him.
He's definitely shorter.
Yeah, but even like his legs and his chest and his arms, I thought Aljo would be huge compared to him, like all buff and shit. But when you saw it from the other side, I was like, oh shit, he's not.
Let's see.
So I put in women over 65 with high cholesterol live longer, and what popped up in Google is in the current study, higher LDL cholesterol levels and relatively healthy older women actually were associated with longer survival. Until we have compelling evidence that cholesterol-lowering drugs improve clinical outcomes in such patients, we should emphasize healthy lifestyle and resist pharmacological intervention. Yeah, it's a correlate and it's not a cause. It's crazy. The higher the subject's LDL cholesterol, the longer they live and the less heart disease they seem to experience. And there's so many crazy side effects from statins. What can centenarians teach us? Despite the current emphasis on achieving lower cholesterol levels, the fact is that cholesterol is not associated with longer lifespan. That's not true. Let me click on this guy's page and see who he's associated with. Oh, sorry. Low cholesterol is not associated with longer lifespan. Okay, so I do agree with this guy. Yep. Despite the current emphasis on achieving low cholesterol levels, the fact is that low cholesterol is not associated with longer lifespan. Yeah. Dude. There are these things that we know and yet that we just throw them out the window. So I'm going to talk to you about polio, for instance. Polio cannot live in out here with us. As soon as it's exposed to oxygen, the polio virus has some crazy name. It's dead. It's toast. The same thing with tetanus. I can't get tetanus and throw it at you and you get it. The nail has to go into you and it has to transmit that way in an environment where there's no oxygen. As soon as it hits oxygen, toast, done. I shouldn't say it's dead because it was never alive, but for some reason it becomes, it can't do whatever the bad shit is out in oxygen. And yet people were thinking that shit was polio was being transmitted through the air, through touching people, all that shit for just forever. And if you just barely scratch the surface, you'll see that it has to go inside. It has to be inside of you, and it has to leak out your gut. And how do you leak it? How does shit leak out of your gut? When you're unhealthy, when you have leaky gut. And so many fucking Americans have that. But you have to think. You have to be able to think a little bit. You have to be like, well, if it can't travel through the air, I can't get it that way, then how the fuck did I get it? Just some logic. And maybe there's some loopholes and there's some workarounds. I'm not saying one way. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily right, but just think. There's just people have to think. They have to ask questions. I formally request a 10-minute guest slot for 1,000 episode for the 1,000th episode since I have a team engraved mouse pad. All right.
These are nice mouse pads.
Where is mine?
I started using mine since Susan gave it to me.
Look at what I have. I was cleaning out my garage and I found more bags of weed. I'll send you a bag of weed since you're. Even my kids know. They're like, it smells like weed in here. They're like, what's that for? Like, just to smell. It's for smelling.
It's incense.
Tell me when that episode is, Heidi, and I'll send you a link. You can come on. We'll hang out. I'll be pleasure to have you on. Oh no, Mrs. Burns from Sabbath Essentials. Shit, I'm on breakfast break and someone in here is open mouth chewer and drink slurper.
Love it.
Yeah, Kenneth DeLapp, leaky gut and autism have some interesting correlations. It's man, that gut. That's why I was tripping. I was feeling bad for Danielle Brandon when she said she was on a shitload of antibiotics. That shit's not good for your gut. That shit will fuck with your performance for sure.
C. diff.
I did harvest those. I did harvest that weed. I mean,
how do you harvest it?
5 years ago. Just go
like
back.
Scissors?
There. Yeah, scissors, and then cut off, and then it's got tons of like big leaves sticking out everywhere, and you kind of are trying to get those away too. It's a sticky mess. It is a sticky mess. I think I sent you the notes.
I have them.
Hey guys, the Bajent shit is getting really interesting now. So Travis is Tyson Bajent, the young guy who's been on the show a bunch. Last week he played. He had a great week in the NFL, and then this week it sounds like he's going to play for at least a quarter. And then I think the last week they're talking about playing him a whole half.
A whole half?
A whole half. Is that halftime? Half the
Yeah.
game. Chicago Bears preseason. Are you ready to see more Tyson Bagent? Wow, this is crazy. The article is not as nice as the title. The title makes it seem like they love him. But this guy, Jacob Infante, says, as sad as it makes me, the sicko part of me is excited to see more Tyson Bagent when the Bears play this week.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him.
Sunday show is going to be awesome. Whatever happened to the Sevan Podcast newsletter? The guy who does it quit. I told him I would pay him. I stopped paying him. And he stopped making them. Seriously, it was just like that.
Simple.
Yeah. Not everyone is independently wealthy like Caleb. You can just keep working for free.
Nice.
Number one, this is in my feed every single day now, and the reason why it hits so hard with me is this is right. I used to go to this gas station like regularly. I went to this gas station at least once a month. I know this whole area intimately, and this is by the Oakland airport. And you see, there's a guy squatted down behind that van right there. So people are stopping at this gas station to get gas. And they're being robbed, just right in front of them. Thieves target tourists and empty out their trunks full of luggage while they were distracted pumping gas. This shit, like, there is a version of this every day now in my on my Instagram. I've become obsessed with like this kind of just this insane stealing that's just going on everywhere. Look at that shit. Thief pops the trunk. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's insane. They're so fast too. Also, they have a nice ass car.
Yeah.
They're like,
you paid someone? Yeah, don't let that get out. Don't let that. Pay increase for Caleb, of course. Caleb, pay increase for you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Doubling Caleb's pay tomorrow. That's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think about that, David. Thank you. Gotta stay strapped in Oakland. The thing is if I don't know what you can do to stop those people.
You just have to know your surroundings, honestly. Like you have to be aware of everything around you. You can't
everything. Like literally you're pumping gas and like someone could come jack your shit.
Yeah, right. Just so quick.
Oh no, Jody Lynn, my purse was stolen out of my car while I was pumping gas. I never noticed. Insane.
Holy shit, that's quick.
Sevan, Topanga Mall, epic stealing. Yeah, that's down in LA, right? Epic. I know it's I don't know what's happened here in California. The purge is on. Oh, someone did send me this though. I didn't ask him if I could read it, but I'm going to read it to you anyway. It says it's number 27. I should erase one. It's number 27. And I posted this on my Instagram, and someone said, hey, I'm telling you, a lot of what you're showing and sharing on your podcast sounds like South Africa. I don't think you're that bad yet, but it's the same here. People who are previously disadvantaged and therefore can do whatever they want now. Yeah, this is all George Floyd shit. This is all George Floyd shit. So this is a guy, oh, this is awesome. This is a guy 3 nights in a row pushed thieves away out off his out of his apartment complex. Look at this. This is crazy. Here's some thieves like trying to throw a motorcycle in the back of a U-Haul, and this guy runs out there. You can play the audio on these too.
Audio on the surveillance cameras. Let's listen in.
They grab the motorcycle.
Put down! Put down now! What the fuck is they down?
They drop the bike.
It's actually them trying to steal a catalytic converter. Let's listen. Yeah!
motorcycle.
Get the fuck out! Now! Get the fuck out! Go on! What do you mean, what the fuck? You're trying to waste your life!
Oh, you can hear the thief's girlfriend crying. Can you hear her?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Unless that's just the dude. That's fucking crazy, dude. Also imagine, like, after that point, you know how to handle every single person that comes into your house. And it also, I think, I don't know if he was doing this, but I felt like his garage door was open on purpose.
Oh.
Like,
That
he
looked
just
like-
kept it up.
Oh,
unless
to
they,
then?
yeah, unless they figured out a way to open it, which I know there's ways you can open garage doors, but he's gonna fuck some people up.
Wow, January. Sleeky said that Biden bringing back masks to healthcare settings in airports and planes. Please tell me you're joking. I will not do that.
So glad I'm getting out of healthcare.
Sonny K. Oh, I'm going to Seattle for my L2. Yeah, that's dumb, dude. Seattle's as bad as Oakland. Worse.
Yikes. Good luck.
At least you'll be fit. You'll get fitter. This is kind of a tough one to bring up, but here we go anyway. I've always felt like there was a strong connection between the word gender and religious people and God. Gender's imagination, and I think God's imagination. And I think they kind of live in the same place in the brain for a lot of people. I think a lot of people who believe in God and are religious are just making that shit up in their head. You know, I think in the Bible it says God made a man in his image, but in reality, what I'm observing is that man made God in his image. It's the exact opposite of that. And I've talked about it, you know, not in a while, but like a year ago, that was kind of one of the themes that I was sharing with you guys is like, yeah, there's this delusion that that people can't tell the difference between their thoughts and reality. And I can touch a penis and I can touch a vagina. And for me, that substantiates through my own discernment that those things are real. And yet gender is just this imaginary thoughts that I attach to it, right? And that's okay until you can't distinguish the two. And I've always thought that God was like that for a lot of people. And then, you know, about 6 months ago, on the show, it was proposed to me, and it kind of solidified that there's people who don't know that they say they don't believe in God, but they actually do believe in God, and they believe that CNN is their God. Meaning, let's say you have these 4 quadrants in your brain. I'm just making that up. You don't. And one of them is you need a God. It's like just how we are. Just like you have a mouth and you need to put food in it. There are things as human beings that we have to have in our life in order to operate. Food, air, but there's also some thoughts. And those thoughts are what's giving us some sort of direction, right? And so if some people choose God and they fill it in that compartment. But other people, unbeknownst to them, they've chosen the news. They've chosen the fucking news and they don't know it. And they worship the same way that religious people let religion and the Bible and those type and scripture run that part of their life, which I'm okay with, perfectly okay with. Other people have chosen the news, Don Lemon. It's fucking crazy, and they don't even know it. But yesterday when I was listening to Vivek Ramaswamy, he said this, and I thought, wow, this is fucking amazing. And this is in reference to the black community, LGBTQ plus ZY, the Republicans, the Democrats, any of these groups, these communities, these bullshit communities. He said, cults don't have an obligation to logic. I'm paraphrasing. And the most dangerous and scariest religions are religions that don't know they are religions. Like Christianity knows it's a fucking religion. It knows it's a cult. But religions don't have an obligation to logic. And that is the fucking left. That's what wokeism and liberalism are. They have no obligation to logic. And what's worse is they claim to hate religion, but that's what they are. They are a religion. They're a cult with zero obligation to logic. And when he said that, I was like, wow. I'm paraphrasing, but all of a sudden it just made complete fucking sense what has happened over there on the left. We've already determined 6 months ago or a year ago, or I determined on the show, oh shit, those people are fucking delusional. So instead of having the 10 commandments, don't hurt, don't steal, obey your God, fucking respect your parents, whatever the fuck those are, they have fucking filled that shit with their own religion, which is like, you can be whatever the fuck you want and logic doesn't make sense. Math is racist. You can have a penis and still call yourself a woman. Molesting kids and having sex with kids is okay. All that shit. That's what they've done. They filled that with that. And it's fucking scary. And once again, I'll take the fucking religious people 10 times out of fucking 10 over the ones who are just fucking making up nonsense. Complete and utter fucking chaotic nonsense. If you want to say religion's nonsense, fine, but it's not fucking chaotic. Yeah, Mike Poolboy, thank you. The 11th commandment has been written. Thou shalt cut the pee-pee off. Oh no, thou shalt not cut the pee-pee off. Yeah, it's a fucking cult. But I just loved what he said. Cults have no obligation to logic, and the most dangerous and scariest religions are religions that don't know that they are religions. I mean, I'm interchanging the word cult and religion. I apologize. Absolutely no fucking logic. Wow, Dan Guerrero, had to evacuate wildfires with my kids last night. I'll show you chaotic shit. Then I guess I shouldn't complain about being up till 5:30 working on my insane studio. I have the nicest podcast studio in the world now. I'm at the fucking 75-yard line. This thing is so nice. I would put it up against any podcast studio in the world. It's so nice.
What else have you added to it?
There will be, like I said, there's monitors everywhere. There's a producer's desk, 75-inch TV. All the walls are being covered with soundproofing.
So you won't hear the dog anymore?
I don't know if you'll hear the dog or skateboarding or anything. I got all new studio lights, all new microphones, cables, all new cameras. I haven't even hooked up all the cameras yet. Fucking shitloads of fucking high-end Sony cameras. Everything will be completely cleaned out. It's big. The floor got carpeted. It's fucking nuts. But I'm in here every night working like a jackass, sweat pouring off of me. You know what I mean? Ladder, listening. Yeah. I got a new little cute heater for the room, a dehumidifier, an air filter. The only thing I didn't change was the couch. And my mom's like, hey, you got to change this couch. But I like the couch.
It's a staple.
It's weird. Yeah.
You'd have to have like a really good couch to replace it. Like you couldn't just replace it with any couch.
Right, I agree. Here's the cord. Look at. I like doing that. It's magic. It's magic.
Somebody was like, "Oh, the cord's gone." I was like, "No, it's still there."
Yeah, good question, Don. Are you okay, dude? Yeah, Don. What state are you in? Are you in Hawaii? What do you mean wildfires?
I think there's wildfires in Washington State too, just north of you.
Have you seen all my Instagram feed is completely filled with Maui conspiracy theories?
Yeah, somebody sent me some earlier.
Filled.
What do you think about them?
The laser from outer space burning shit.
Direct energy weapons.
Yeah. No, I never smashed my wife on that couch. That's a great question, though. That's a fair question. I don't think I've ever boned in the podcast studio. I did tell my wife, though, I said, hey, if we didn't have kids, I would never leave the studio, and I just call you in here to bone. And that would be the extent of our relationship. I told her that last night. She doesn't even flinch. She like looks at me like, oh.
Great. That's funny.
Kello,
Kelowna.
British Columbia. He's in British Columbia. Yeah. The Hawaii fire started from one of Hunter Biden's crack pipes.
It checks out.
Philip, I saw I was going deep into the DMs again this morning. I'm surprised I made it to the show in time. I really like the way he worded this. Sevan, have you had... have you and your wife used your... Oh, I thought I read it differently. Philip, I saw that you were out partying with the homies till like 1:30. In one of the texts you had said that, and I was like, man, I should talk to Philip. I bet you he's seen and heard some crazy stories.
About what?
Just partying with the homies. I forget who he was with, but he was just with some people.
Oh.
Like at the games and at Broken Science, and I think he stays out late with the late night party crew.
He said, no, don't talk to me.
Here's can you pull up that Vivek Ramaswamy video?
Yeah, I was waiting for that time code you wanted.
I think it at 41:35. I mean, you guys know that I'm fucking godless, and yet this shit is so important to me. Like it's gonna sound like a dickhead thing to say, but I wish more godless people were like me, that they saw the importance of God. Try playing this. I think he says something like, basically, he's running his whole presidential campaign to try to get people to be proud of their country again and to define to themselves what it means to be an American. What's it mean to live on this land? What's it mean to take care of your homeland? And I just like that. Like, hey, let's take care of where we live. Okay.
On this land with these ideals. What does it mean to believe in God, to be a nation under God? I think that's our moment. And I believe that if we fill that void with an actual affirmative vision, we will dilute these other poisons to irrelevance. They are symptoms.
Okay, pause that for a second. So, yeah, like, I don't know why anyone would be afraid of that. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like the idea. I like the idea of people respecting where they live, finding a commonality, asking as a nation about God. I'm okay with it. Dan Guerrero, you're such a follower.
Oh, did you read the message before?
Oh. When I asked you about Vivek weeks ago, you just kept going on about RFK. You're so full of shit. That's not even fucking true. You're so full of shit. I've been up Vivek's ass for a fucking 6 months.
I've liked Vivek for so much longer than you.
I just said the other day that Vivek says in 3 seconds what would take fucking RFK fucking his whole entire term to spit out of his fucking mouth. You're pissing me off. You pissed me off. You officially pissed me off, Dan.
You were in the good graces.
Yeah, you were. Go outside. You now pee outside. You don't get to use the inside bathroom. Number 25. Bye, Leah Thomas. You will no longer. And I know I'm saying his name wrong too. I know it's not Vivek, but I'd still call him that. Oh, Dan's happy to pee outside. He says good. Bye, Leah Thomas. World Swimming bans transgender athletes from participating in women's events, which means goodbye to Leah Thomas. It's crazy how many fucking chicks he fucking pulled his dick out in front of. It's crazy. At Penn State. Was it Penn State? It's nuts.
UPenn.
UPenn, University of Pennsylvania. That chick said that he pulled his dick out 18 times a week in front of those girls. 18. They had to change in front of them 18 times a week.
Damn. Well, I guess you
know.
got to change to get into. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like twice a day.
Yeah, twice, 3 times a day if you're doing 3 practices, right?
That's
Fuck
fucking
that.
weird.
And fuck you for all the fathers and brothers and grandfathers who didn't go over there and stand up for their fucking daughters. You's a bitch.
That's horrible.
Oh, wow. You see Bill Maher's interview with one of the girls where he asked how big his dick was. No, but I like it.
Oh, shit.
I'm totally okay with that. How big was his cock?
Surprised he hasn't chopped it off by now.
Fuck this dude. Fuck God. Listen, and those of you who are like, oh my God. Oh God, fuck. I saw a friend of mine the other day. What number was that? I want to erase that. Bye, Leah Thomas.
25.
I saw a friend of mine the other day, I don't know, posted a picture with their kid at the library with a tranny basically leaning over them, reading them a book. A man, like, why do not, here, play this. Play number 35. I don't think you can play the music. You should be suspect of men in the kid space, especially men that dress as women. You should be suspect of men in kid space. Just suspect, a little suspect. You should never. I don't think you should ever trust men with your kids. I don't think you should distrust them. You shouldn't live in a world of You shouldn't be stuck in a world of duality either, but you should definitely not trust them. Any men. We're not bad, but we're men. We're men. Jake Chapman, I feel the same way with trannies as I do with priests. Interesting. That strong, really? I feel you on it, though. I feel you on it. I like a priest. But I feel you on it. I understand it completely. It's weird. You're a dude and you're going to fucking, for some reason, you have this calling never to fuck, and to lead people to, yeah, it's weird. I agree. Okay, go ahead, play this. So this is libraries in the thousands, in the 2000s. Let's say 2003.
Hold on.
In a thriving society. Here we go. She looks like she has to pee the way she's rocking. Here's another woman, another beautiful woman reading. Doesn't have any piercings, doesn't have too much makeup on. Here's another woman. She's able to squat down low, teaching kids, doesn't have too much. Now look at this. Men, this is now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Why? That, seriously, totally judge a book by its cover. You do not want anyone with any nose piercings working with your kids. Sevan, that's asinine. Dude, I'm giving you free fucking intel. Soon as you see the bull ring, mental illness. 100% of the time. No exception. No one does that. No one puts the bull ring in their nose. Nobody. Unless you're mentally ill. Colored hair like that. Soon as you see that hair, that purple, like that. Toast. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. No one does that. They look in the mirror. Something's wrong. Their perception of reality and what's good is wrong. Yeah, even females. Especially, yeah, even females. Yep. It's fucking man bun. No, it's fine. Man bun's fine. No, tube tops are fine. Sorry. Tube tops, man buns. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tube tops, it's just stupid to do that to boobs. Danielle Brandon has colored hair. She didn't for this games. Watch yesterday's podcast with her.
She didn't have colored hair.
And there's degrees of it, by the way. There's degrees. You know what I mean? There's like the little purple stripe, and then there's the fucking purple helmet. It's a fucking strong correlate, people. I'm not saying cause and effect, but I'm just telling you. I feel the same way about people who wear glasses. Well, your fucking radar's off. What can I say?
Hey, that's fucked up.
Your radar's off. Yeah,
We
they're
can't
not
help that.
They're not flattering. Tube tops are just not flattering. I agree. Makes the boobs look like it pulls the boobs down.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind them, but it's not the most ideal.
Kenneth, like a spectrum? Yeah. Like a spectrum.
A little tism. Boys got
listen,
a little tism.
There's a difference between dyeing your hair purple and chopping your penis off, but they're in the same family. But it's degrees. Degrees. Man, oh man. How do you still have your kids in school? I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know. Number 34, Nick Matthew had a nose ring, just saying. Yeah. I get you. Nick Matthew definitely has a little bit. Yeah, he got something going on. Good dude. Hey, especially, here's the thing, too. Sorry, Nick. I love you. But nose rings, crop tops on dudes, dyeing your hair purple, and you have kids, fucked. You magnify everything times 2. Now you got like some crazy narcissism. As soon as you have kids, you don't even have. What do you even like? When you have kids, taking a shower is like borderline selfish. Brushing your teeth is borderline selfish. That's your natural state. Once you have kids, there's a fundamental shift in you. You go, who the fuck has time or care or passion to go to fucking CVS, park your car, walk in, buy purple hair dye, deal with any of those retards from the parking lot into the place, come back, dye your hair. Like, what are you doing? You should be at home playing fucking Go Fish with your kids. Do you know how fun that is? That's like the normal state. Like, you missed something. I do agree, though, Sevan. Honestly, I know. I'm not. Some of you are like, think I'm joking. Some of you think I'm crazy. Some of you think I'm, but it's all true, and you'll all know. And you, if you're lucky, you'll all know. Someday you'll know. You just need to slowly. One day it'll just all click for you. You don't do any of that dumb shit when you have kids. If you're a good parent, if what happened to you biologically was supposed to happen to you, the shift you're supposed to make. And hey, and that's why all those people who don't do that, like, let me tell you something. When you see someone with dyed purple hair like that, do you even consider for a second that they're 1/10 as happy as yourself? No, you just know. You can see that person and be like, oh, that person's not happy. Like, I walk around all day happy. I don't have to worry about any of that shit. The more shit you're worried about, 100% the less happy you are. Happiness exists in with no thought.
Whenever I'd have parents come up with their kids to get to be seen, and they have colored hair, the kids are always just a fucking nightmare.
Right. Very strong correlate there too. Yeah, exact same thing. The lady who I should be careful.
They're just they're incredibly difficult to deal with. Like getting them to sit down, getting them to sit still, asking them questions.
If you see me and my kids walk into Safeway, we buy pistachios almost always and fruit. It's like our go-to. When you see the lady walk in with the purple hair, she has a box of Bang energy drinks and 3 bags of Doritos with her 4 kids, and they all have snot running down their nose, and it's just like.
Do you when you go grocery shopping, do you play like a game and you like look at everybody else's grocery carts?
I try so hard not to because I'm such a fucking judgmental douchebag.
All the time. Anytime I go to Sam's Club, I just look at everybody's shopping carts, and it's just shit. Like everything I'm getting is either from the refrigerator aisle or like the little fruit section. And like
Philip Kelly, I have kids and tattoos. I'm mentally ill. There you go. See? Thank you. I appreciate you being in the study. Yeah, if you see someone obese in line with the grocery cart, you can look at their shit and be like, yeah, I know. It's not full of cantaloupes and fucking sparkling water and you know what I mean? It's the same thing too. It's like when I go buy pistachios, I just buy the salted pistachios and they're always in full effect, but all the honey roasted and all the ones with the canola oil and sunflower oil and all the sugar on them, those shelves are cleaned out.
Yep. Exactly.
And don't get me wrong, I don't eat perfect, but fuck, dude. I could not picture myself going in and buying my kids a bag of honey roasted anything. Are you out of your fucking mind? 34 and those 34. This is incredible. This is a cock sleeve. I do not know how I've never seen these.
A what now?
A cock sleeve. And so I never know what to do with my cock. There's always so much left in it. I've never used a full cock. And so, yeah, but anyway, go ahead and play this. This is crazy. This is incredible. The thing is I would probably lose these, but what a great way to save cock. I always just put a nail in it. Or a screw. I always ask my dad, hey, I have so much cock left. What should I do with it? And in our family, you always just get a big screw and put it in the tip.
So I just got these in the mail. These are condoms for your cock, or a cock sleeve. But they keep your cock from drying out. So
makes me want to put that
when
in
you get
mouth.
them, you just, after you've opened it, you can just slide that right onto your cock, and then it'll keep it nice and fresh. So follow me for more pro tips.
That's nuts. Hey, can you Google that cock sleeve?
Yeah.
And see if is that what I'm thinking is that's really for something else and he's commandeered it.
Nope, that's legit.
That is legit, huh?
I found there's some ribbed ones. Check it out.
No shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I
Pretty
don't
cool.
use a lot of cock, I'm going to be honest.
I only use about half.
But when I do use it, I always feel like, wow, this is like, what should I do with this? And when I have black gym floors, and so I have a bunch of black cock around, and yeah, I feel bad. It's like I use one little squirt, and then I have a massive amount of cock.
These use finer technology.
And
they're better.
How many? A pack of
50.
What's crazy, dude, is I'll buy those now, and when I die, my kids will have to like clean that out of my tool chest. There'll be like 49 of them left, right? That's true, right?
Yes. We just bought a house, and basically the dude didn't clean anything out of the place. He was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna."
Congratulations, that's cool.
Thank you. It's pretty exciting. But so he's like this really old guy, and he's like moving off to his like home that he's going to live for the rest of his life kind of thing. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to clean out everything, whatever. We're like, all right, cool. He did not clean out anything at all. There's like cars there. He's leaving us like a,
I like the way you said that. He's leaving us.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's leaving us like, so there's like 3 cars on the property, and like a bunch of like heavy machinery, and then he's just has shelves of screws and nails and caulk sleeves and caulk guns and caulk fucking anything you can think of, just shelves of it. And he just left
cans of paint.
Yeah, cans of paint. There's coffee the tin coffee tins.
Yeah,
and just all sorts.
How old
of
is
shit.
This dude?
Oh, he's like 75, 80 years old. Crazy old. But then he's like, oh, you can have the rest of that. I'm like, what? This is all going to the garbage. great.
Don't worry about the laws around paint. Just throw it in the trash. It all goes to the same place anyway.
Exactly.
Jake Chapman, I had an old roommate. We found out after he left, used to wank and splat all his jizz up a wall, the same wall for 5 years. Oh, I want to fucking throw up.
How'd you find out? Did you like pull out a blue light and go through his room?
What are you talking about? There's no way that's true.
Do you have to get a scraper and just chip it off of the walls?
The cock sleeve, okay?
That's
number 30. I want to share with you guys that it's very, very, very important to return your cart. Please, everyone, put your cart back. Okay, here we go. This is a lady who used to live in California and has now moved to Texas. Look at her hair. She's slowly healing. She used to be mentally ill. By the way, that's another sign, too. If you have Leah is hung. Leah had a huge cock.
Yeah, somebody said that earlier.
Asymmetrical haircut. Not as strong of a correlate, but it gets you. It's still correlate for fucking you're fucked. Like you're delusional ding dong. Action.
My name's Carolyn. I'm a recovering Californian, and today's Southern lesson is this is called a buggy. It's to get groceries. It's actually not a homeless U-Haul. I know. I didn't know either. And it's Southern tradition when you're done with your buggy to return it to the buggy corral to be with the other buggies. They actually don't belong on the boulevard or in the LA River.
Can I tell you something?
Buggy is
the whole time I'm watching this, do you know what I'm doing? Guess. I'll give you one guess.
Staring at her mouth?
No, that's good though. I like that. Close.
I don't know.
I'm just looking at her tits, wondering if I'm going to get a better angle on them. I'm wondering if she's going to unzip that a little bit or if I'm going to get a better angle on them.
I gave up after like the first 5 seconds.
Okay, so you did notice them. You're like, are those big or are those not big? Are we going to get a better angle on those? That's it. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, Sevan, she has the. I feel bad even saying that because I'm not a bad dude. I'm not like some sort of pervert, but maybe I am. She has the hair, yeah, but she's kind of in recovery. Like her color's fading. You see, she's in recovery. Oh yeah, let's look at some of her other shit. Will you click? Is that her whole?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pull it up.
Oh, she's tiny, man. She has narrow shoulders.
I wonder if that's a filter though, because some of that doesn't look natural. Like this. Like her chin just doesn't. It like.
Yeah, she looks like she was the preemie baby or something. Like she hasn't developed fully as a human, right?
Yeah.
Like she has a thalidomide baby, but it affected her head. Oh shit! Click that one in the purple. That was when she was non-binary? No, down lower, below Jocko. Below Jocko.
This?
Yeah, what's that? Is that her? Holy shit! You'd asked me to the school dance, right? I was pretty cool. You were a fucking boy.
Dude, I remember people looking like that in high school.
Jesus Christ!
It was fucking weird.
Iowa. Where did you grow up in Iowa?
The Midwest, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
That's fucking weird. Awesome.
God. All right.
Anyway.
Filters.
For sure.
Hey, who uses filters? I don't know. Who the fuck uses filters? That's another sign, dude. If you use if you're posting shit to Instagram and you're using filters that like, I understand like changing shadows or contrast, but if like, so you could like maybe see stuff better, I could see like sharpening stuff or enhancing details. But if you're doing shit like smoothing, if you're changing like fundamentally the way you look and then people are going to see you in person and think that wasn't you, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, there are filters that like make your chin smaller. They like narrow it. And like, yeah, it's weird. They like make your cheekbones bigger a little bit.
That's also your bitches love filters. Mentally ill people love filters. Yeah, once again, you're mentally ill.
They always make for good live call-in show content, though.
You're 100% mentally ill if you're doing that. You're lost. You're lost. I can't picture a young teenage Sevan. I'll show you some pictures. My head was shaved on the side, basically like low, and maybe it was like longer in the back, maybe
like a fade or no?
Like a mullet. Yeah, kind of probably like a mullet fade, like kind of like Grease maybe. I look like Fonzie or John Travolta. I had a lot of hair, or like a 80s Sylvester Stallone. Sometimes it'd be long all over. Not long, but shaggy.
Yeah, nice.
I had some pimples around my mouth here.
Oh, you had pimples too, huh?
Not a lot. I mean, just like
Yeah.
your normal. I use that stuff. It came in a tub, and you wipe it on your face, and it feels like sandpaper exfoliation.
Yeah, it was like CeraVe or something like that.
I felt like you were rubbing sandpaper on your face.
Yeah, I think I used the same thing. It never worked.
It felt good though. Okay. Oh, I don't know what number 15. Oh wait, what number did we just play?
30.
Okay, I'm erasing it. Return your cart. So return your cart, people. Just be a good person. Return your cart. You were all up in RFK shit, and I was telling you about Vivek. Oh, I'm leaving rent free in your head. Oh, put your shopping cart away. Like photo dumps. People will be like, "This is my photo dump. Oh, look at my photo dump from the weekend." That was just my brain dump. Jessica Valenzuela, pimples or herpes? Fuck you.
Wow, that's rough.
Fucking brutal. You think she typed that and then was like, "Ooh, is this too much?"
No, I think she just went for it.
she just didn't even when she finished the question mark, or when she put the emoji, she just hit return. There was no like
Yeah, she looked at it and she goes, "Yeah," and then hit send.
Yeah,
she's dope.
Jake Chapman, Sevy would just like to say again, well done for the Khalipa Frony moment. I've watched it 1,000 times.
Yeah, that was a huge clip.
Quick question here. So yesterday we had Ben Smith on, and this fucking dude says, I told him I said, did you know I called Laura? He said, yeah. Why did you do that? I'm like, in a 1 to 10, 10 being that it helped my relationship with her, 1 being it killed it, and 5, it's just nothing. It's a wash. What do you think it is? He said far below a 5. I don't fucking believe that.
I don't either. I get the same.
I don't fucking believe that.
I get the same vibe from Ben as I do from Laura, in the sense that it takes a lot of work to get in that circle. Like
but Ben just seems a little more apathetic.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Laura's she's playing a little bit of a game, because I think she thought it was funny that you did that. Yeah, I think she did. But
Christian Kettler, he's lying. They're fucking with you. Okay, good. And I love being fucked with. I hope Ben was playing Elise Carr Rideau. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're all just fucking with us. We just got to try harder.
Riley S. Sevan's bullying the girl he likes. She'll come around. Like throwing rocks at her, waiting for her to kiss me.
Yeah. Shoving her in the hallway, that kind of thing.
Ben's afraid of her. For sure, Ben's afraid of her. For sure.
I think Danielle Brandon's afraid of her.
Yeah, that everyone is. I do respect the fuck out of Danielle Brandon, because when I asked her about her, it was clear that Danielle Brandon, it's game recognized game. Like, she really likes the same way Dallin. Remember how Dallin Pepper was like, fuck, I love what a savage Danielle Brandon is, right?
Right.
Remember a couple years ago interviewing, and now she's like she recognized, I love what a savage Laura is.
Yeah. It's like putting two like lionesses in the same pen. Like they don't get along. It's like super well. Like if they one of them provoked the other, they would just go at it. You know what I mean?
I like this image. She's behind the camera forcing Ben to say that. Like the whole time she's in the room like this.
Just staring at him from behind the camera.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, Sevan thinks the strippers at the strip club really like him too. It's so fucking crazy you say that.
Hey, that's not true, Adam.
I've been to 2 strip clubs in my life, one in San Francisco and one in Mexico. And yeah, I cannot even process what goes on in there, and you're totally right. That I don't think that there's a connection there, but you're totally right. Like I'm so confused. I don't understand, and I don't understand.
It's weird.
I don't understand a strip club.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I always make fun of guys who are like the whole fake boob phenomenon. So like they inject under their skin plastic, and all of a sudden you're attracted to that because you think it's boobs, even though you know it's just fucking some weird chemical back there. Like, I get it. Me too. I don't want to be attracted to it, but I am. It makes no sense. It's liberal. Fake boobs are liberal.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, that's a thing too that eventually will make its way full round. All the plastic surgery women have, the lip fillers, the Botox, the fake boobs, all that, it's all tranny shit. It's just the other end of tranny shit. It's more just like not accepting who you are. It's just fucking more nut job shit. I was looking at pictures yesterday of Kardashian's mom, Jenner. She was such a pretty woman, and she's had so much fucking plastic surgery and shit, and it's just like she fucked herself up.
Not Jenner. The other.
Isn't her name something Jenner?
You mean Bruce? That's Caitlyn Jenner. She was
no,
Bruce
but
Jenner.
Isn't the wife's name Jenner too? Kardashian's mom, last name Jenner, Christy Jenner, Julie Jenner,
Mary Jo Campbell.
The thing is the reason why
Kris
we accept
Jenner.
women doing that is because they stay on their side of the fence. Kris Jenner, thanks, David.
You're right,
David. Yeah, and you're right, and I'm not above it either. Like I'm like, damn, fake tits are stupid. Wow, that chick's body's amazing with those giant fake titties. I love it. I'm a mess.
Can't help it.
Sevan thinks and both times I was like, oh, that girl, like, you're right. I spent like 5 minutes in the one in San Francisco. You want to know what happened? I don't know have I ever told this story. Do you know what happened? Did I tell you in San Francisco strip club?
I don't think so.
I went in there. I was probably 21 years old. I went in there and I bought a bottle of like champagne, and it ended up being like $300, and it was more money than I had. I probably had like $100 in my pocket. And then I found out that afterwards it wasn't even that bottle of champagne. They'd taken a fancy bottle and poured that whole shit champagne in it. And that whole thing kind of unfolded in me in the first 5 minutes I was there, and I just fucking left.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I was like, but I remember being outside thinking, what did you think that was going to happen? This is a place where fucking you pay money for people to get like naked. Like the one in Mexico was way better.
Really?
For one reason.
All they had was Dos Equis and Coke?
It was huge. It was huge. There was no one in there, and I went in there with 13 people.
Oh.
And there were fucking 40 strippers in there. I never told you this story either. This story doesn't sound familiar?
I don't think so.
Did I tell you about my friend that I was showering with the giant cock?
Yes, I do remember that story.
Okay. So I'm showering with this guy. He has a giant cock. So then so I go back after I showered with him, I go back to the campsite, and I tell everyone at the campsite, this motherfucker has the biggest penis you've ever seen anywhere. And everyone's laughing and thinks it's a joke. Well, then these same 13 people, we all go to the strip club together a few days later, and a stripper sits on his lap and puts her hand down his pants, and she yells, El Caballo. And that was like I felt so validated. Like a professional cock handler called this guy the horse. Like she's a PhD in cock handling, right?
Yeah, for sure. I would trust them more than anybody else.
Yeah. How big are we talking? So I only saw it limp, but afterwards I did ask him how big it gets hard. I would say it was like probably like that, and maybe 8 or 9 inches long, limp. I mean, he was showering. I remember it so clearly. He was showering, and we were showering in the shower in Mexico where we each just had a pole coming. We were in a concrete hut, and there was just a pole with cold water that poured onto you. He had one, and I had one. You don't even turn it on and off. You just walk in, and it's running. You know what I mean? And I looked over at him, and he had 1 foot up, like on a piece of concrete, and he was like washing his leg, and his cock was like, it was like almost touching his knee because he had his leg bent up like that. Yeah, he said it was several beer cans. When I asked him how big it was when it was hard, he said it was several beer cans, like basically stacked on top of each other, like a dose. He actually said as thick as a Pacifico bottle.
Holy
shit! He said he'd never put the whole thing in anybody. He says he can't. He sees their face and he just can't bring himself to do it.
Yeah, because it fucking scramble their insides.
Yeah, like a can of Pringles. I think that's a really good. Hal. Sorry, Hal. Sorry. I'm sorry. So Hal and I went to high school together, and we've made several trips to Mexico, and yep, Hal got a
solid.
Hey, you know what's funny too is, so ever since I've been friends with this guy forever, and I'm still friends with him, and we hang out a bunch, and I always try like to get glimpses of it, like through his pants and shit, like, but I never have. I've never seen the outline. I don't know where he puts that thing. It's like, your friends you carry a gun, like you're always trying to like to get it like a glimpse of their piece if they put their hand up or something.
Yeah,
like it's tucked into. You can't ever fucking see their gun.
There was a guy that I played soccer with in college. He had to tape it to his leg when we would play, like when we would practice or play, or like he had to like use athletic tape and like tape it to his thigh. Otherwise, it was like you could just watch him running up and down the field if he forgot one day, or if like the tape came loose, and it's just like,
hey, do you? I don't keep my penis down. I'm
What
an
do you
up
mean?
guy. I'm an up guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I have to like as soon as the show's over, I'll reach into my pants and I'll adjust myself as I walk out of the room, and I'll pull my penis up. Like I don't like my penis down.
Yeah. Well, like if I have it down, it, like my thighs just crush everything, and it fucking hurts.
I see my kid put his underwear on and he's got his penis down. I'm like, penis up. He's like, no, I'm penis down. I'm like, penis down. Penis up. He's like, no, penis down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait till your balls start getting saggy. Then we got issues.
I didn't even know anyone was a penis down guy. Yeah, Philip Kelly. I hate up. It's the worst. Really? I can't stand down. That's weird. Okay. I'm cool with it. That makes me feel better about my kid. I thought something was wrong with him. Just point it down, Sevi. Oh my goodness. Really? This is crazy. I stopped dating a guy because he was hung like a horse. That thought of that going anywhere inside of me freaked me out. Nice guy. Trevor, if you're out there, I'm sorry. I ghosted you like that. Wow.
So what? You just saw it and you're like, nope,
Wow.
sorry. And then you just left the room, or what?
No wonder so many girls left me. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
My friend does have some funny stories about when people see it, though, for the first time or touch it. And a lot of people want to see it.
Yeah,
So,
I bet.
Yeah. You should title this episode Hog Talk. It's a weird thing. Dudes don't get, like, you don't have to get like if you had a huge penis or a small penis, you don't like, the whole world doesn't see it. They got to get in your pants to see it. It's not like girls where you can just like see all their shit.
Fair. It's true. I figured out that women like men who wear gray sweatpants recently. That's cool. I didn't realize why. Now I know.
Oh, really? So they can see their hogs?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
shit.
Yeah, so if you wear like gray, like those shitty gray sweatpants that, like the Riddell ones that you get at Walmart,
Yeah.
that's all you got to wear. It's like $5 sweatpants, and women will flock to you.
My friend was white. My friend's as white as can be. He's like Nordic white. He's like a Viking.
He's got that Viking caulk.
Yeah. I also I also know the smallest penis I've ever seen too. It was crazy. It's fucking nuts.
Did I ever tell you about the story about in the this is a good time to tell the dick story about the one that I thought that okay, so when I was deployed, this is a different story than I was going to tell.
Is this recently in this most recent deployment? You have a dick story?
Yeah.
Wow, this is good.
Yeah.
Is this breaking the HIPAA?
Nah.
It's not.
think
It's
so.
nice. It's nice.
No, it's okay. So when I was deployed, I just like worked in we were like the emergency room, the radiology department, like we did everything. And we were also on call like all the time. So at one point it was like super early in the morning. Yeah, it was really early in the morning. And like we get a call to this guy. He like was saying like, yeah, I having like lower like abdominal pain or whatever. So we go over there. And he's like, yeah, I just having like really bad penile pain. Like it's like really bad. So we're like, okay, cool. Like we'll just bring you back to the clinic. We'll take a look at you. We take a look at him. And he had like a fracture. He had like broke it in half.
His penis.
Yes. Like literally like broke it off. And the only way that you can, the only way that I thought you could do that was if you were like having intercourse with somebody and they were on top and they just like land on it wrong.
Right.
Apparently also.
Basically you have to take a really erect penis and quickly fold it in half.
Yeah. Or just like, it's super, it's like, yeah, just, or yeah, exactly. Just slam on top of it, break it in half. Apparently there's also like, I didn't know this, but you can like pop it like it's like if you're like cracking your knuckles kind of thing. Yeah. I guess you can do that with your dick.
Yeah.
And they did it. They were like, apparently you can.
I felt mine crack before, like at the base, like a cracked knuckle before. Like if it's hard and I've like just put a little pressure down on it, I felt like a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
Right. So I guess he was. The thought is that you can do that and like make it longer. And I don't think that's even feasible. But he was doing that, and eventually it just like disconnected.
Hey, is it literally like it's like this and he's pushing it down like this?
I have no idea how you do it. I didn't have a chance to like dive deeper into that.
Where was it broken? Was it broken at the base or in the middle?
I think it was like towards the base, but it wasn't like all the way at the base, but it was like towards the base. Yeah.
What's crazy too is you would have to do that so fast because your cock's pretty like aware. Like if it starts feeling like some crazy pressure, it will find a workaround.
Yeah.
Oh
so yeah,
my
there you go.
God.
There's the dick story.
I don't think I've ever injured my penis.
I don't think I have either. I definitely haven't
tried
tried to pop it
on it many times.
Seriously?
Yeah. And if I get poison oak, it's everywhere. It's the first place it goes is like if I have it here, it's gonna be on my balls and my dick, on the shaft, on the balls, everywhere. You never had poison oak on your shit?
Nope.
Yep.
Not even once.
Always. Yep. I could have one little dot here. I'm like, well, it's going on my balls.
Oh my God. What do you
your
do
balls,
for that?
Their balls, what'd you say?
You like put cream on it?
Dude, you know what
How do you not itch that?
So this is what I do. I spray like 3 times a day, I'll spray so much Benadryl on it that it feels like they're on fire for like 6 seconds. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my
I
god!
spray so much it's like oh, you know what I mean? But once you make it past those 6 seconds, you're like, fuck, and the itching's gone. But every like 7 hours, you got to do it again.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Oh. Yeah, it's fucked up.
I saw a good video. I don't know if I put a link to it, but it was like a how to itch your balls video. It was so good.
There's a specific way to do it.
You know, like, well, I mean, we all know. You know what I mean? Like the pinch and twist.
The pinch and
like,
roll?
yeah, like you don't just, like, it's not like scratching your arm.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's Benadryl spray. I think it's Benadryl spray. Benadryl. We had when we had that guy on, the doctor who was the urologist. What was his name? Tom Siskron. He said during COVID there was a massive spike in cock injury. Massive.
Yeah, I bet.
People sitting around the house. I mean, that's the thing with dudes, man. You give us, like, I don't know, too much time, like more than 5 minutes alone, the cock will start talking to us.
When I got back from deployment, my shit was bruised for like a month. That's a fact.
Wow, because you were making up for lost time?
Oh, yeah.
Just it was raw.
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
God, poor her. How was she?
She was hurt.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Siskron has seen it all. Yeah. Oh, you know Siskron? All the smart dudes know each other. Okay. Back to the subject at hand. Girl in bathing suit says, do people really affiliate their garage gyms? Yeah, totally.
I think Chase did it.
Oh, recently, right?
Yeah.
I can't quite relate to this conversation today. That's good. Hal Roberts, I had poison oak once. Evidently, I went to pee before I washed my hands after handling the poison oak. Dude, I'm obvious. I handle my balls 3,000 times a day, and and half the time I'm a sweaty mess. It's like that's just it's all one service. Okay, number 29, Hans Kim. This guy was on the show. I texted him last night to see if he'd come back on. We had him on. It was a weird interview. And then now he opens for Rogan, and I can't get him to come back on. I don't know why.
Weird.
Here's some racist humor for you. Here we go.
America, what do I see? Black Little Mermaid. One of the races that are known for being one of the worst at swimming. This is gonna get people killed. Look at me, mommy, I'm a mermaid. LaQuisha, no. Grab onto this chicken leg. What's next? A movie about an Asian NASCAR driver? Talladega Nights?
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Talladega Nights?
Oh, just like their okay. Oh, well, he should have done a better accent.
He could. Yeah, he definitely could have done a better accent.
Oh, Talladega Nights.
Oh.
Hey, do you think so? Makes fun of black people for not swimming. Then throws the makes fun of them because they eat chicken. I don't even know why that's funny. The only reason why that's funny is because we're not supposed to say that, right? You're not supposed to be like, black people eat chicken. Oh, black people eat watermelon. So it's funny, right? Because he's like pushing like what's culturally accepted. It's not inherently funny. It's just culturally funny at the time, right?
Sure.
Like the joke about the guy dreaming and skiing and jacking two dudes off, that'll be funny forever. But eventually, if we get over ourselves and you just be like, yeah, black people like eating chicken and watermelon, that won't be fun. Joke won't be funny anymore. Am I right?
I think so.
You follow me? Okay. But so he says those, And then does he do the Asian one just to kind of like, hey, it's cool, everyone settle down? Is that like so he doesn't get canceled?
Yeah, I feel like he was trying to smooth it over.
Yeah,
it was
okay,
like,
that's good.
yeah.
I'm cool with that, but that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I think that's
like, dude, I can really stick it to black people and show that they eat chicken, but I'm gonna have to take what the Asians are gonna have to take one for the team.
Yeah, yeah. The panel looked nervous, and then he made the Talladega Nights joke, and he was like, "Okay."
I don't really respect a lot of people. I don't disrespect hardly anyone either. But for some reason, I really respect Joe Rogan.
You think so?
I do, yeah. Like sometimes I get like so fucking like I see this really brilliant shit he says, and I'm like, dude, I knew that 2 years ago. But like, I respect him more and more every day. It's weird. I can't explain it. Do you like him?
Yeah, I like him. He's got some good guests on. He asked some pretty good questions to some of them, and
it's interesting that they call is his show called the Joe Rogan Experience, or is that different than the Joe Rogan Podcast?
I think it's the Joe Rogan Experience altogether.
Okay. Sevan, just wait until you see the cast of Snow White. There's a new Snow White.
I didn't know. Maybe.
Oh no. I saw Gal Gadot, man. She fucked herself up. Listen, if you have a massive forehead, I cannot believe the way she went out in public with her look. It was basically asymmetrical. She should never do asymmetrical. Martin Kleba, he's one of the dwarfs.
Gotta be.
Jedediah Nelson, I hope it tanks. Why? What's up with it? Is it woke or something? I think I heard those two bitches on the left, Rachel and Gadot, saying shit like there won't be a prince in it or something.
You talking about this picture?
Yeah, I just did like it almost looks like she's balding.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a tough look. That's just a tough look for a young girl. Like that angle. Yeah, I'm just not happy with what I'm just not. Yeah. Look at how much side face she has. Wow.
Yeah, she's got that Bethany Shadburn head.
I love Bethany Shadburn's head. And I like that yellow dress.
It's pretty.
Snow White and the DEI casting call. I heard that movie. I don't know if this is true. I heard that that movie Oppenheimer is good, but it's not up for an Academy Award because it didn't fulfill the requirements of cast diversity that allows you to be nominated for an Academy Award.
That movie is great.
It was great.
Incredible. Yeah, I really liked it.
When that guy, a lot of people really liked the Rolling Stone guy.
Oh, really?
Someone made a comment in there. I think it was Jake Chapman that fucking like for me was like stole the whole entire podcast. He said you're more susceptible to die from a nuclear bomb if you're Japanese, and like that right there is like that's just like a massive fuck you to woke society. It's just so fucking good. It's so ridiculous, yet so true, yet so meaningless, yet it's how they operate with that kind of stupid logic. But it's true. I mean, it's just so great. I loved it. Was that you, Jake, that said that? It was Kenneth? God, it was so fucking good. It kind of undermines slightly everything that dude was kind of saying in a way. Hey, was that guy woke? The Rolling Stone guy? I was liking him, and I didn't want to take him into some areas that might make it so that I started judging the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell either. I think there was something that you guys discussed. I couldn't remember exactly what it was that he was
saying something about black people. He said something about black people, and I was like, hey, dude, that's not like black people. When you word it like that, that's like bad propaganda. You're saying that it was you. It was me. I said, hey, you can't say that about like people based on the color of their skin. That ends up making it sound like it's anti-black propaganda. Like when they say black people are disproportionately poor, basically what you're doing is you're giving the implication that color and wealth have some sort of cause and effect, and it's just not fucking true. It's just not, and it's bad propaganda for black people. That's the kind of fucking psychology that keeps black people down. Because people make that jump right away, especially all the sheep, right? All the sheep are like, oh, if you're black, then you're more likely to be in jail. That's not true. It's not true it's true as a statistic. It's not true as a cause and effect relationship. My mic is very soft and Caleb is screaming. Really? Here. How come you're the first person that said that? You don't have to. I got a new mic. Is my mic not working good?
No, your mic works well.
Oh yeah, when I said I didn't give a fuck that George Floyd died, I saw him twitch, that's for sure. Number 20. This is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Villainizing critical thinking. Imagine villainizing critical thinking. Hey dude, this is half the country. This is so weird. Hopefully this is going away. Okay, here we go.
Research. Don't do any of your own research.
Doing your own research is associated with conspiracy theory circles.
This go-it-alone approach, doing your own research, that can have serious consequences.
You should get prison time for even questioning the vaccines.
Can we all stop saying, I need to do my own research?
That phrase, do your own research, 4 words, 4 little words that are hurting America.
Doing your own research hurts America.
Everybody has a supercomputer in their hand that empowers them to do their own research, and that's the problem.
You must not do your own research.
I need to do my own research.
I don't understand what that means. I'm doing my own research.
You can't do your own research unless you're a scientist. Do your own research.
Maybe you've told yourself you're playing it safe. You just want to wait and see since this is a new vaccine. No.
Grow the up and get the vaccine.
Unvaccinated people spread the virus. Idiots who think that they can do their.
Wow.
You guys
follow along.
You guys were wrong. Number 28. The nation's best high school basketball player is dead. Guess what he died from? Cardiac arrest. Number 28. Caleb White is actually a black guy. Caleb White's cause of death. What happened to the 17-year-old basketball player? Caleb White's cause of death has left the basketball world in shock. No, it hasn't. And sorrow. Yes, it has. White, a promising high school basketball prodigy, fainted during a workout on the court last Thursday at 1:12 p.m. local time. Fainted? Efforts to save his life started immediately at the school. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at the Alabama hospital an hour later. He was 17 years old at the time. White's mom, who's black, was with him when he was pronounced dead at 2:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. According to his mom, Charlotte White, Caleb had cardiac arrest. That means something happened to your heart, Caleb?
Yes. I mean, it's stopped pumping blood.
Dude, you guys, I don't think for a second I look for this stuff. I'm like not looking for this at all. Yeah. It's crazy. It's so funny you say that. Kenneth DeLapp, I literally sat and watched a pediatrician Google conditions we asked about that they didn't know. I told you I went to Kaiser the other day. They recommended canola oil for my health. The guy didn't know what autophagy was. He said fasting was nonsense. And when I asked him some question, I saw him Google it. I can't remember what it was. It was nuts. Riley, the algo is showing you.
The algorithm must have changed then.
I'm on the dead kids algo. The dead kids algo. Number 31, click the top there. This is fucking amazing. This is amazing. Is 10 inches too big? You're just fucking hitting the cervix nonstop, just knocking on the door. Okay, so yours doesn't go down below. Go scroll down below. So missing context. The same information was reviewed by independent fact checkers. Okay, so go ahead and click this. Hit play. No, not that. Sorry, the video. Yeah, the video. Okay, here we go.
Oh, hold on. Let me refresh it. Oh my God.
One. So you're saying your work is, you just think they're all suspect?
I do, and I think that's a pretty good way to saying it. Wouldn't it be great if we could take out all of the metals, all the chemicals? You know, for years when I was a board-certified emergency medicine physician working in the ER, I really thought that the only thing in a vaccine was a little dead or attenuated virus and a little bit of normal saline. It wasn't until September of 2000 that I actually read a package insert. And when I actually read a package insert and started researching all the different vaccines, I was mortified that if a child gets all of the vaccines in the entire schedule, they get almost 13,000 micrograms of aluminum and they get almost 600 micrograms of mercury, plus over 200 different chemicals. And I had no idea. So that's why they've never been proven to be safe.
Pause. And there's never been a study showing what happens to you when you mix all of those chemicals inside your body. There's never been one study on that. Not one study. But scroll down. So scroll down and click the fact check. This is where it gets fucking crazy. You haven't heard the crazy part yet. Here we go. Missing context, the same information. Now listen, when you click the fact check button, it says no mercury or aluminum is present in vaccines. Vaccine ingredients aren't associated with disease. Now listen, I dare any of you to Google, is there aluminum and mercury in vaccines? And not only will you see that it's fucking everywhere on the fucking front of Google, you can click the link below. That just came up on the first page if you want to show it, Caleb. You don't have to. Not only is it fucking in there, you can find it's in there. You can't find anywhere that says it's not fucking in there. And yet the fact check is saying it's not in there. And by the way, it's not normal. It's not normal mercury and aluminum. It's like a salted. It's a different kind with what they've done. So that it works with as a, what's that called? An adjunct. What's that word? What's the word I'm looking for? Aluminum salts. Yeah. Neither aluminum nor mercury are present in elemental forms in vaccines. That's factually inaccurate, which improves the body's response to vaccination, as well as the mercury-containing antibacterial limerosol, haven't been associated with health problems at the quantities used in vaccines. It's complete. They're admitting that it's fucking in there, but then they're telling you it hasn't been proven to be a health problem.
Yeah, they're saying it's the aluminum element is not there, but aluminum salts are in there.
Yeah, adjunct. Thank you, Sonny. Yeah. And if you just keep reading that, if you keep Googling it, you'll see it's in there, and it has to be in there as an adjunct, meaning to basically stimulate the body's immune system to come over there and be like, hey, what the fuck's going on over here? The aluminum and mercury are the poison that they put in you, so that whatever your T cells, NK cells, whatever they are, will come over and see the wounded virus, and start making antibodies for it. I guess antibodies. It's fucking nuts. They're splitting hairs and they're just lying to you. Yeah, here we go. Sleeky. Yep. They tell pregnant women not to eat fish high in mercury, yet they push injections on them. Yeah, women aren't supposed to eat any seafood while they're pregnant. It's so obvious. It's so I cannot tell you enough. If you have kids, if you're thinking about having kids, just do the research. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who cares? You can just be like, hey, he's a conspiracy theory, anti-vax, or whatever. But I'm telling you, you will find very quickly that I'm not wrong, and you will do a risk analysis, and you'll be like, whoa, I'm not putting these drugs in my kids. You don't want to put something in your kid that will change his immune system for the rest of his life. You do not want to do that. What number was that? 31.
31.
The salts. How about this? You're not allowed to use words that rhyme with bigger. Number 26. This has to be. You're never wrong. Thank you, David. This has to be. This has to be a joke. This must be out of context. Al Sharpton is a dangerous man. Apparently, you're a racist if you use words that rhyme with bigger.
The racial language. I mean, this woman to call a federal office or call a judge's chambers talking about to a slave using a word that rhymes with the N word. Donald Trump himself, their leader, using the term riggers, which clearly rhymes with the N word. I mean, this is not 10 years ago or 30 years ago when we marched against him on the Central Park 5. I'm talking about within the last 24 hours, used the term riggers. Is this the kind of party the Republicans want to show the country that they are? There's no wonder independents are running away from them. To identify with blatant racism.
So I Googled the word rigger in the Urban Dictionary. I looked anywhere for it to have negative connotation regarding black people. None. I couldn't find it. It's they're dudes who works on boats, as I recall. So you can't use a word that. What the fuck is going on? That's got to be out of context. There's no way that. Well, I guess if math is racist, you can't use words that rhyme with other words. Wigger. Isn't a Wigger like the isn't that what like the Democrats used to call themselves?
Uyghurs.
Oh, Uyghurs. Or is that the people in China?
Oh. Yeah, probably. Oh, Uyghurs. Turkish people.
Oh, is it?
It's a different spelling, but like that.
Number 17, soccer. Ooh. Soccer, I hardly know her. Trigger. Tiger. Tigger. Oh, Tigger. Here we go.
Filipino's like a soccer player. She's got like pink and purple hair. And this is what messed me up. She went to the White House. I've never been. And she got to meet the president. I never got to do that. And she went on TV and was like, this country's never been fair for people like me. Because she's like LGBTQIA+. And I looked it up. She gets paid to play soccer. $3 million for playing soccer, you guys. Not even real soccer. Women's soccer. She also has sponsorships she does not deserve. She got paid $1 million from Victoria's Secret. And if you've seen her body, she has no secrets. Let's be real. I looked it up. She gets paid $3 million a year from Subway sandwiches for a woman that does not want a foot long in her mouth. I'm just saying she wants to eat fresh, but not like that. She should be sponsored by Arby's. That's all I'm saying. Arby's roast beef.
Damn.
Hey, Megan Rapinoe's
Damn.
That's awesome.
God, the vagina is such a crack up. What a fucking joke. Roast beef.
I love that.
Soccer. Women's soccer. Tyson Bagent playing tonight. UFC fights tonight. Can we do a poll?
Oh, I just did one. I forgot to go check on it.
Was it about Laura?
No.
Oh. I need to know. I'm so insecure about my relationship with her. I need help. Wow.
That's pretty even.
The poll is, are you an up guy, penis up or penis down? 41% up, 59% down. I wonder if down guys generally have bigger penises or smaller penises. I wonder if there's some relationship there.
Somebody said,
go ahead.
Somebody said in the comments that if you are an up guy, you have a small penis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an up guy. I definitely don't have a small penis, but that logically makes sense to me too.
Gravity just carries it down.
And there's a battle going on for good over evil. Did you see the poll moving?
Yeah, it's getting active. It's been active.
My husband said if you're an up guy, you have a small penis. It's hard to argue with that. If it makes me feel any better, I'm like pulling mine up like nonstop. It does not want to stay up there. It just feels better like that. It feels like down that there's an unnecessary crease in it. I just prefer it like that.
Oh, like it naturally just curves upwards.
Yeah, like it not curves, it just points up, like it's natural homeostasis. Like if I'm laying on my back, it's like resting on my chin.
Yeah, of course.
That's fair. That's true, Adam. It's not about how big or little it is. It's about a grower or a shower. Although, I have to guess there's a strong correlate between the two.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't sleep when it tucks up. I don't think it tucks up. That's the thing. I don't think it tucks up. It tucks down. I don't like the implications of this word tuck. Yeah, it lays flat. Yeah, thank you. It lays flat when it's up, right?
Triggered by the word tux.
All right, what's it rhyme with?
No, just tucking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's still going. People be voting.
Up guys lost. My team lost.
What's the next poll you wanted?
Oh, thank you. Was the phone call to Laura good for the relationship or bad? Oh shit, you got accused of being racist in the comments. I'm sorry.
Huh? Damn, that's a first.
Hey, you can't even joke with that. He works for the federal government. Oh shit. Kenneth the Lap, you've swayed the answers by correlating with size. I know, but it just makes sense.
So everybody's like
Everyone
up in
wants
arms
to be a down
about
guy
their
now.
Yeah, they're like, my dick's huge, dude.
I'm down. I'm a down guy.
Tiny penises are okay too, buddy. Don't worry.
Dude, I saw a penis. I saw a penis that was like this big.
Yeah.
And it was a dude, and he had his two sons in the shower with him too. It was at a gym facility, and they got his penis. It was so sad. It was so sad. Hey, dude, this dude's penis was behind. His pubic hair was bigger than his penis.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you how small his penis is.
Like the helmet was just peeking out behind
Dude,
the hairs.
His penis was this big.
No way.
Smaller than my pinky, dude.
You know somebody's calling?
Oh, sorry. I just hooked on cock. This looks like it might be spam.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Glide, and my husband listens to your podcast all the time, and I would call in to make it fun.
Oh, to make the show fun?
The show is already fun,
Oh.
but at my point of view.
Hey, you're in Santa Barbara?
You know, I got my phone there. I got my phone in Santa Barbara. My mom lives in Santa Barbara.
Did you go to school
But
there?
we live in. You know, I went there for 2 months during a terrible child custody battle that my parents had. But I live in LA now, and I grew up in Switzerland.
Oh, sorry. I took the fun out of the show. You called to have fun
Wow.
on the show, and next thing you know, we're talking about a horrible custody battle.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't see it going that way. But I hope no one experiences that in their life, and they have wonderful family quality of life. But I was like musing on an idea to bring to the table, since I know that you're quite political. Have you heard of Marianne Williamson?
Yeah. I have heard of Marianne Williamson. Yep. And she really, really disappointed. She really, really disappointed me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How-
Because she's supposed to be, she professes herself to be enlightened.
Ooh.
And no one who sits in stillness would have ever got the vaccine or put on a mask. There's nothing in stillness. There, she basically. Do you know her story? She basically found out about the pandemic when she was the COVID when she was in New York, and she locked herself in an apartment for 2 months. She's basically she's crazy. She's a psychotic. She's completely fucking psychotic. She went from being kind of like this spiritual teacher to like just a completely psychotic nut job. It's so sad. What did you follow her during the pandemic at all? Sorry, I don't mean to shit on her.
I didn't. No. I feel like you know the inside scoop. I didn't.
It's like all those
I went
people.
into an alien wormhole.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh yeah, I went like in the pandemic. I couldn't keep up, so I went full like aliens are real, and then I learned about how they're on the moon and there's like Nazis in Mars.
Yeah, good.
So
yeah.
I went that way.
Hey, I'm doing everything in my power not to fall off the deep end. But yeah, she completely lost her shit. She went full sheep mode. I saw this happen during when the World Trade Center got attacked. Basically, I saw massive psychosis like sweep over the nation, and just everyone went to sleep. Everyone gets into this groupthink, and I saw it happen to her. And what's crazy is you know who it didn't happen to is it didn't happen to Eckhart Tolle. Are you a fan of his?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. And it didn't happen to him, which was kind of quite remarkable, but it did happen to her. And it was so sad to see her just get completely destroyed. And I through that, I think also it exposed, she had this platform of like love is the cure, and yet she hates Donald Trump. And it's like, hey, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? You're not love is the cure, and then I hate the orange-haired guy.
Yeah, I feel like that's true.
Does she have? I wonder if she has kids. You know what she reminds me of? This is going to be horrible, but she reminds me of a woman who ended up not having kids, and that can be a dangerous place for women, I think.
She has a daughter that's a Scottish guy, and they just had a baby, and she lives in London.
She had a baby? She's too old to have a baby. Isn't she like my age?
Well, her daughter, India.
Oh,
with a secret mystery father.
Oh, interesting.
No one knows.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, do you like her? Her books, she got some great books.
I do like her.
Yeah.
She's definitely helped me heal my relationship trauma and find my husband.
Oh, that's awesome.
But maybe that's too much credit. Yeah.
Hey, are you just crazy attractive?
How did you know?
Because I could tell by your voice.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've never had issues in my life meeting people.
Yeah. Listen, someone else said it too. Listen, Auden said it. Her voice sounds like she's about to lead me on an ayahuasca spiritual retreat. It's pleasantly chill. It's not exactly the way I would have described it, Auden. It sounds like I'm about to anyway.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Well, that guy is not off because I used to teach meditation at the Den Studio in here in LA before the pandemic.
Yeah, how about that? How about how that you witnessed that in LA? The whole fucking town, the whole city went to sleep simultaneously. They just all went unconscious. The fear just overtakes everyone. And it's just like,
yeah, everyone's precious. So it's easier to fall asleep.
Everyone's
figure
what?
it out. Everyone's precious here, so it's easier to fall asleep than to try to figure it out.
By precious, you mean like self-important?
Oh, interesting. I didn't mean, I guess so. Like, delicate, fragile, sensitive, need to be spoken to in a specific language that makes them feel safe.
Yes.
Precious is a good way to describe that.
Hey, what's your husband like? Is he strong?
He's right here. He's super strong. He's
yeah.
trying. What's your thing that you did that was really impressive?
I snatched 200 pounds.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I snatched 200. He's a foreigner?
Oh, yeah. He's Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Oh, no wonder he didn't
I called on the show.
No wonder he didn't fall asleep. You got a fucking foreign dude. Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
So weird because
Is that true what they say about
I couldn't-
Italians? Is that true what they say about Italians?
There's stallions.
Yeah. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's. I mean, how detailed do I get into it? I would say there's a lot. Like this whole. I think you know how men look to women as like physically attractive. Women look to men for emotional, romance. Like the Italian fantasy is with Italians in terms of like meeting you emotionally.
Yeah. Hey, are you in
I'm
are you in LA now?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, we're in our Miracle Mile apartment that we just bought.
Wow.
So that was such a we can afford this. It was incredible. We've reached a new.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. When you say apartment, you mean it's a condo.
Yeah, it's a tenants in common, so a little cheaper than a condo, but it's essentially a condo. Yeah.
Do you have your own group of friends that aren't following the herd? Like, have you found your own group of people?
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. My sister, no, short answer. But my sister and brother are anti-vax. My sister paid like a French doctor because she lives in London to just put her vaccine in a banana, and then he gave her the documents and paperwork, and now she can travel everywhere.
Nice.
In a banana. I liked it. I had Josh Bridges on here one time, and I think he told the story like he was in the Navy, and he took the first round of vaccines, and then when he went for the second round, he just told the guy to shoot it on the floor. That's kind of like shooting it in a banana. I like the innuendos of both of those. Just shoot it on the floor, buddy. All right, just put it. Just put it in the banana.
I have another friend that did the same thing in Argentina. But she didn't. There was just like it was like a fake document saying that she didn't get a vaccine. Tell him about this.
We bought some fake documents. Well, kind of the way it worked is we bought. They give you pills. We got some documents saying that we were vaccinated, and they gave you pills, and then you're supposed to take those on the honor system or not. And of course, we didn't. But then our doctor got arrested by the FBI.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
God,
early on. Yeah, my wife's gonna be like, "Hey, dude, you can't tell those stories." But it is what it is. I think you're breaking. You're breaking up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Your 5G isn't working so good.
Ooh, sorry.
That's okay.
Well, Ref was also saying we watched The Business of Being Born last night because we were listening to the person calling in about how they're grateful about BIRTHFIT.
Yeah.
And he wanted to show it to me. And yeah, the woman seems really nice, knowledgeable. But so then we watched the documentary for The Business of Being Born, and I guess I thought it was incredible. Ricky Lake, I remember her. But it's essentially the documentary is about how when you give labor in the hospital, it's basically pharma's playground, and very with the well-being of the mother and the baby. And midwives know exactly what they're doing and can help you go through a natural birth, and it's a really empowering experience for women.
It's an incredible movie. I've seen the movie. BIRTHFIT's an incredible organization. Hey, do you want me to tell you how hot you are? Let me tell you how hot you are. And it's a problem. It's a curse. But you're so hot that your phone is breaking up. I didn't understand a fucking word you said, and yet I'm still like talking to you. I feel like I'm at a party just waiting for everyone to leave so I can get your phone number. It's like, fuck. Anyway, thank you for calling. Tell the Italian stallion he's lucky as fuck, and I hope he has.
Thank you so much.
I hope he has lunch at
This
the.
was so fun.
I hope he has lunch at the Y. Okay, bye.
Lunch.
Whew, God, she got me fucking all wound up. My wife is. I'm in big trouble.
She's a great voice.
Wow! Holy fuck!
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna have to shower or something. It's like crazy audio shit going on there. She was like pumping with these headphones on. She's pumping straight into our brains. Look at Rosie, Sevan. What the fuck? I don't know. Did she do it for you? That fucking voice. Yeah, Dick Butter, I need a cigarette. Yeah, it was fucking crazy, dude.
Woo. Wound up.
What? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I got fucking overstimmed. Where's David when we need him?
I think he said immediately hang up.
Jeez Louise. Not my style. You don't like hot chicks? I understand. No, she sounded like a Libby. Oh, all right.
I don't think she was.
I could smell
covering.
Where were we? Knowing, I wonder if should I call my wife and ask her if she listened to that part? Maybe my wife. My wife actually. Let me tell you how good I know my wife. I bet you my wife would be like, yeah, she really did have a nice voice.
Yeah, she would. Yeah.
She called her sister anti-vax. I heard that. Yeah. David Weed. She sounds like she only showers one time a week. Yeah.
Oh man.
What's 24? 24 is like a DEI one. I keep forgetting. I have a Floyd 19 shirt. I keep forgetting to wear it. I need to wear it more often on live call-in shows. What's this? Oh yeah, this is good. Hey, we all know, by the way, now. Can you people who posted the black squares just a minute? Like we knew at the time you posted them that you're racist as fuck. But now now it's completely out of the bag. Okay, here we go.
Hotel recently, and there's a big woke sign that said, "At this hotel, we welcome all races and religions." And I was like, "Man, how brave!" Seriously, the fucking balls on that hotel to follow a law from 1962. It's just when you say something obvious like that, it just makes everyone uncomfortable. That's the problem. You know, like I'm Jewish. I don't know if you can tell by my everything, but I'm Jewish. If I was at a country club and they're like, "Hey, by the way, all Jews are welcome here," I'd be like, "Well, now I don't feel welcome." You understand? Because when you say something obvious, it makes you feel like the exact opposite has happened. That's the effect. I'll give you another example to prove that point, right? Let's say you're like at Red Lobster, right? And a waiter comes up and he's like, "Hey, by the way, just to let you know, no one here jerked off in the clam chowder."
Hey, pause that.
I didn't think anyone.
That's how absurd the black square is to people who really aren't racist. That's how fucking absurd it is to us. And we know. And those of us who have black friends know that they're some of the most racist people we know. But we still don't care. Us who aren't racist don't even not like people who are racist. Like that's how we've so transcended that. We're like waiting for you. We're waiting for you to get over it. We're so fucking far past it. We're embarrassed. We're embarrassed for you. Like the people with the purple hair. I'm embarrassed for you. I know you went into CVS. You drove your car to the gas station, filled it up with gas, drove down to CVS, pulled out your credit card that's maxed out, bought the cheap bottle of purple hair dye because you fucking already have your fucking credit card maxed out on other dumb shit you bought. You bought it. You also bought some fucking Starburst while you were there. You then went back out to the parking lot, got in your car, drove home, got out, went in your bathroom and spent 2 hours, made a mess of your fucking already disgusting bathroom that you haven't cleaned in 3 years, and dyed your hair purple. Like, we know how pathetic you are. But it's okay. We don't hate you for it. It's just funny. Like, it's just like, okay. That's the same thing with the fucking black square. You're just a fucking pathetic racist, but we still don't dislike you. I still don't dislike you. It's It's not. Your quality of life sucks compared to mine. I don't have to do that. I don't have to get in my car and go to CVS to dye my hair purple. And you probably vape too. Yeah, that's true. That is also true. I don't mean any of this with negativity. I'm just saying. Like, I get it. Sorry, what were you going to say, Caleb? You were going to dye your hair purple today?
Yeah, just this little patch right here in the middle here.
Okay, keep playing the Jew, please.
One jerked off in the clam chowder. I had no thought that happened until you said that, and now someone definitely jerked off. That is 100% what happened. I am certain of 3 things: death, taxes, and that there's coming to soup right now. I was at a hotel.
Yeah, I all of a sudden those signs that started popping up, all gender bathrooms. I was like, they've always been all gender bathrooms. That doesn't even make it didn't even make sense to me. Am I on the same planet as other people? Look what do you think about this? Will you go to Raw's Instagram account? I need to have him back on. I know David Weed loves him. There's a Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons. How about that? Click this. This is fucking crazy.
Until she finds out Richard Simmons never wore a headband. Stop. What do you think they did? Went through the whole internet and scrubbed every photo of Richard Simmons ever wearing a headband? That's crazy. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. Okay, but what if we Google people who have dressed up like Richard Simmons for Halloween? What if we try to buy a Richard Simmons costume now? What?
In this reality, Richard Simmons never wore a headband. However, a lot of us remember that he did. We are not traveling through time in one reality. We are traveling through realities all existing at the same time. And as we travel through realities, there is a steering wheel. And that steering wheel is determined by our collective thoughts, emotions, and actions. The Simpsons are not predicting the future. The Simpsons are creating the future, because as so many of us watch The Simpsons, our thoughts, our emotions, and even our actions are manipulated by watching the show. Therefore, we harmonize the reality where everything in that show happens around us within the physical reality that we find ourselves in. The Mandela effect suggests that realities shift. Let's choose the realities of our dreams as opposed to the realities of our nightmares.
Wait until she finds.
How do you process all that?
I have no idea. He got real deep real quick. It took me a while to pick up on it. I've understood the Mandela effect, like, as just you remember something different than the way that it actually was. But I don't think that me watching The Simpsons is going to determine what happens in my life.
You don't think it works like that? So let me just explain to you, like, in scientifically, how people think this works. So basically, everything is matter, right? Everything has some. Even your thoughts have matter. There's some, like, electric pulse that is or are your thoughts, and so you can have enough that basically when you think something, then if you think about it hard enough, it'll get enough matter and push behind it, and it will manifest. That's like the basic. And so if like 10,000 people are thinking about something, it's like everyone throwing a Lego into the pile. And so if all 10,000 of us think it, and we all throw our Lego, if the whole world was made of Legos, even thoughts on its smallest level, that everyone throws in a Lego, and then boom, it manifests. Basically, even to the point where you theoretically could have, let's say, 100,000 people in a circle, and you're all staring at the center, and you're all thinking something, and then it would just appear, right? I mean, that's kind of the idea.
Right.
But we have no proof of anything like that ever happening.
Yeah.
And do you think and you're saying you don't think that's how the world works? Like, we all watch The Simpsons, we all start thinking something, flying cars, and then that's everyone throwing their Lego into the hat, and 10 years later we have flying cars.
Yeah, I just don't see that correlating exactly.
Right.
Like,
manifesting, the whole idea behind manifesting shit is weird.
I agree. And I don't totally agree with the way that people are like, oh, I'm going to manifest that I'm gonna do X. It's like it's not the thought of doing it; it's the action of. Yeah, I have a hard time.
Like there's some truth there that we all recognize. There's some truth there that like we've seen groupthink. We know how it works, but like where thought and the material world interact is like there's some weird leap there. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
Is it magic or is it not magic, or is it just enough of a like there was Star Trek, and now everyone has these. It's like
Sure.
it's a reality now. But
yeah.
we don't really know what the connection is. But he's basically saying that we can think realities, and the whole thing of different realities going on simultaneously. I don't even know how to at least the manifestation thing. I can kind of like make up a plausible way that it's happening. Like, okay, everything on some level is some form of matter, even thoughts or things we can't see. But yeah, it's a Jake Chapman. If we all think about big dicks, will we have one on our screen?
Looks like you've got one in that picture.
So because Family Guy outed Bruce Jenner, they manifested him to become Caitlyn. God, Family Guy is so good.
It's pretty funny.
Kenneth DeLapp, Sevan, did the aliens give us the internet, or did we come up with it ourselves?
What?
I haven't heard that one.
You know how the non-Globus guy was talking about the giants and those like big
Tartarians or something?
Yeah, something like that. I saw a picture the other day. I don't know if I'll be able to find it.
Isn't that in Game of Thrones? Aren't there isn't Khaleesi a Tartarian or something? A Targaryen?
Targaryen. I don't know if those are correlated at all, but
well, they have the wall there, right? Too, and that guy believed in the wall.
Oh, yeah, true. But I saw this picture the other day. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Of these swords from like medieval or like Hungarian times. And it made me think
Laura Horvat, Hungarian.
Yeah. This made me think that they're like feasible. Having like massive people. I don't know if the only person I could think that could wield that would be like a Hafthor Bjornsson. Like, think of somebody who would be big enough to pick that up and swing it around and like lop somebody's head off.
Yeah, that is nuts. I could see a one-off though.
Yeah, like one in
like
a few thousand of the population.
They just made a giant sword, right?
Oh, you just
I mean,
think
there's a 300-pound slam ball. Like no one buy. No one. I've never seen one, but I can. The D-ball by Mondo sells them. It costs like $1,600 just for the shipping or something.
Or like those rogue like dumbbells, those like strongman dumbbells.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Just some ironsmith was like, "Fuck it, let's make the biggest sword possible."
Yeah.
And they found it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Did you do the poll with Laura?
Oh yeah, let's go look at it.
I'm excited. Was calling Laura good? Oh, that was calling. Oh, bad. Okay, I'm not sure if that gives me the intel I want, but I like it. It's a little vague, but I like it. It was good. That means they liked it. Does that also? Yeah, it was good. Bad. It was bad. Someone thinks it's bad. Who thinks it's bad?
I don't know. I wish we could see who actually votes on that, because then we'd block all of you.
Yeah, dickheads. Giants were in the Bible. They were? There's giants in the Bible?
Send me the book and verse.
Please. Rambler, I said bad. Oh, no.
Blocked.
All right. Thanks. Tomorrow, Tyson Bagent. Enjoy yourself today. I'm going to go play tennis. It's overcast here. I'm pretty excited. Is there really supposed to be... What's this... It's so funny that they're calling this thing coming to California a hurricane. We have winds here. We have 50 or 60 or 70 mile an hour winds here. It's not uncommon. Hurricane Hillary prompts historical tropical storm warning for California. And Baja California has all sorts of crazy typhoons and hurricanes and crazy shit. On September 30th, I'm going to film a seminar at Diablo CrossFit. September 30th. The seminar is put on by a company owned by Athena Perez. Shit. Do I have the link? I don't. Son of a bitch. I don't even know what it's called. I know the premise behind it.
Scaled Nation?
Is it Scaled Nation who puts it on?
Yeah.
The premise behind it is this. It's, you know how they have CrossFit Kids? This is CrossFit, a one-day seminar from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on September 30th. Oh, there it is. Diablo CrossFit, Pleasant Hill, California. San Francisco, basically. And it is Scale Nation. And it teaches you how to work with large-bodied people.
Sweet. You going to film it?
I'm going to film it, and I'm going to interview the people there. I'm going to film it exactly how I used to film the L1s. I'm going to set up 3 cameras. I'm going to film all the seminars, and I'm going to film. I'm going to ask people why they came there when they get there. And halfway through, I'll ask them, what they think so far. And then when they left, are you glad you came? In a nutshell. But, I'll feel people out differently in the depths of the questions. But I'm super duper excited about it. I'm crazy excited about it. I haven't done something like this in years. Since the last 2 weeks I worked at CrossFit. And this is what I was telling CrossFit the other day on the show. Like, hey, if they had, it's a no-brainer to hire me and have me do that. I charge you $20,000 for 3 days' work. And all you'd have to do when you put those videos out, all you have to do is if 7 seminars sell, you made your money back. That easy. 7 seminars would be someone would probably open an affiliate out of those so that you'd make more than your money back. I would kill it for them. And the price is only going to go up. But I saw this, and I saw this seminar pop up right here, and I'm friends with Athena. And so I called her and I said, hey, can I come? I want to do it for you for free. She said, yeah, cool. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. I'm a little nervous.
Really?
Oh, it's outside. Don't San Francisco. Yeah, I always get a little nervous because I have to meet. There'll be if there's 20 people at the seminar. I'm gonna have to meet. I have to meet them and build relationships with them all. And I'm always I get a little shy at the beginning. San Francisco, don't get stabbed. It's in Pleasant Hill. Super safe. Super safe. Craig Howard's gym. Super safe. Crazy safe. All right. Enjoy the fights tonight, guys. Send your love to Tyson Bagent, please. And sign up for the seminar if you're in the area or if you're interested in learning about how to deal with it. Hey, man, 50% of the fucking public is overweight, obese, and she's going to teach you how to work with these people. And if you own a gym, not just how to work with these people like, hey, don't have them start with burpees, scale it like this, but she's going to give you the mental, emotional, intellectual tools on how to deal with these people also so that they feel like they can feel safe in a CrossFit gym and vulnerable in a CrossFit gym. And, dude, I'm telling you, in the most superficial sense, that's where all the money is. Like, the super fit people are already going to do CrossFit. The smart fit people are already going to do it. Now you need the smart obese people. And for those of us who aren't obese or who don't carry around that much extra weight, it's scary being that much overweight. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to fall down. You don't want to make an ass of yourself. Eric, I don't know if that's your job. Jake Chapman, most of my clients are obese. Yeah, and you got to build trust with them, right? Probably a shitload.
Big time.
Some 18-year-old kid who thinks he's the shit and fit as fuck, you don't have to build much trust with him. You have to like slow him down. Yo, dude, you can't be fucking cleaning 135 on your first day. You got to teach you how to clean first. This ain't a reverse curl. But someone who has trouble getting out of their car into your gym, whoo. But you need them. Eric Weiss, it's a shared burden. Look at you guys.